morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome back to our second channel. Right, today I wanted to do a little bit of a video where I kind of like give you some tips on how you can read more if you're on a budget, because my god, a book's expensive. I normally buy all my books from the charity shop unless there's a new release I really want. However, now charity shop's not been open for so long and I don't think they're gonna open till April. It's costing me a small fortune. So I thought I would give you some tips, some places to go, and just how to spend your budget better on getting more books for your money. Now, a video I did before this was all about comparing Scribd, Audible and Kindle Unlimited, so I'll link that up, so I won't go through the differences and what you can get. However, I would recommend, if you did get a subscription service, then you try and make it really worth it. Like, have something that gives you unlimited access, such as Kindle Unlimited or Scribd. Audible, you only get one book a month for $7.99, whereas for $9.99 on Scribd, for example, which is what I talked about in my last video, you get unlimited access to books, audiobooks, everything. So it's like an unlimited amount of reading, and they have a fantastic catalogue. So if you're going to get a subscription service every month and that's your money for reading, then just try and get one that gives you the broadest range of reading material. Also, I don't think a lot of people know that you can get free Kindle books. Normally a lot of books, they run out of copyright, so generally it'll be classics that you can get for free on Kindle, and you don't need a Kindle device. All you need to do is download the Kindle app on your iPad, tablet or your phone, and you can read a lot of classics for free from Amazon. If you type into Google free books, then a lot of open copyright books will be available for you. I know a lot of people don't like to read on their phone and tablet, and I completely sympathize and get that. However, if you really wanted to, there is an open catalogue of non-copyrighted books that are just available for free now in the open domain, so you just have to Google free books if you're into delving into some classics. This one I kind of don't know how to feel about, and it is free audiobooks on YouTube. Now, I'm kind of in two minds. It's amazing sometimes that you can get free audiobooks on YouTube that aren't classics. However, surely they are breaking some sort of copyright as an author myself. If someone decided to do an audio translation of my book and put it on YouTube, I'd be pissed. I'd claim for it to be taken down because I'm not getting the money for that. You know, authors need to be paid. They're not paid nearly as much as people think they are. So I don't know. There are a lot of audiobooks free on YouTube. But yeah, I'm kind of, it's like, well, the author's not getting any money for that. And it's almost like stolen content, like piracy almost. So I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna leave that one out there, because I can't really be a hypocrite. I have listened to a book that wasn't a classic and open copyright on YouTube before, so I can't be a complete hypocrite. If you want a good website for buying secondhand books, as the charity shops and car boots and all that kind of stuff is closed, then as you know, I always use Abe Books, which I'll link down below. They're really good for secondhand books, and they're better for the older ones. You get your deals there, whereas Book Depository and Amazon and things like that obviously going to give you a more competitive price on new releases than Abe Books would. If there is an older release, then normally you can find them pretty cheap. There's another website also called World of Books, which is very similar, and I'm pretty sure with World of Books, I've never used it myself, so I can't give it a full tick and a recommendation. Pretty sure with World of Books, they do free postage in the UK, I think. I think you have to spend like £10. Whereas Abe Books, they're all individual sellers for individual books. So if you buy a book, a lot of them have free postage on the books. However, some of them do charge and it'll be individual from different sellers, where I think World of Books is just one. You put as many in your basket and you pay like one shipping, and I think it's free in the UK if you spend over like £10 or something. When charity shops do open back up, obviously everyone knows you can go to charity shops. I don't need to explain that. I love like 3 for a pound kind of books, 50p, £1 books. We love it. Oh my god, the videos you are going to get when they open again. But a good idea if you are really into browsing in charity shops for books is ask a member of staff when they restock their bookshelves. Now, some of the smaller ones will probably do it like bi-daily or near the end of the week, or whenever they have time to restock shelves whenever they're running low. There are some charity shops that have huge areas dedicated to books. Like there is one in Northfield. I can't remember the name of the charity shop. It's up by Aldi or Lidl, up that end of the high street, and they have a whole back room that's just like books everywhere. And I spent so long in there one day just like combing through all of these books. A lady actually came up to me and she was like, we restock on a Wednesday. I think she said it was a Wednesday. So we restock on a Wednesday, so that is the best time for you to come in, because that's when all of the newer books come out. So you get like the first pick of all the books that have been donated. So just give them an ask. It doesn't hurt. And that way you might find something that's like snapped off the shelf straight away, like one of those new releases you randomly find in a charity shop for 50p and you're like, oh my god. You never know. If you're not super picky about what you read exactly, then I got an eBay mystery box full of books a few months ago now, and it gives you a wide range of paperbacks and stuff. Just type up on eBay like book mystery or book job lot, and you can get like a crazy amount of books. You don't know what they're gonna be. Granted, which can be a big risk, but they always end up to be about 40, 50p a book in the end, so it's not too bad. So if you want to have a bit of fun with that, I would recommend it. Another one that you might not have thought about is if you want to get maybe a new release or one that's costing a little bit more, then have a reader friend, get in touch with one of your mates, and both buy a different book, but both books you both want to read, and then you can swap them. So for example, with a £7 book that you both buy, you're technically only paying £3.50 because you can swap it back and forth between each other. So you can do a book swap with friends and treat each other to a book and then swap them back. So it's pretty much you've got 2 books for the price of 1. It's really hard right now. Like obviously you're gonna have libraries, markets, car booths, charity shops. There's so many of those options that just aren't available to us right now. And I think a lot of readers are really feeling it, like just wanting to go and browse those bookshelves for those cheap little bargains and those great little finds. However, until that, I hope some of these tips might have helped you out. 8 books is probably my favorite, and if you're gonna go for a subscription with an unlimited amount of access to books, and I'd pick Scribd personally. They'll all be linked down below. Yeah, I hope that helped you out a little bit. I know reading can be so expensive, and to be fair, I'm not spending my money on anything else right now, so I'm not too upset by having to buy books, but I do look forward to getting back and finding my bargains and finding my treasures in the charity shop, and I cannot wait for that content to come back on this channel. And as soon as they're open, it's gonna come back, so bear with. Still in lockdown here. Still doing just fine. All right, so please let me know, what are your tips? Do you know any websites for cheaper books? Any kind of hints, tips and tricks you have, please put them in the comments down below, and let's make that a little bit of a hub of information down there. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you've got, especially like this is just for the UK that I'm talking about. So if you're from the US or anywhere else, just put all down below. I love you and leave you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, subscribe, yeah, comment, all the fun stuff. And I will see you in the next one.